Hey, thanks for clicking in. In this video, I'm going to show you how to cook a bone-in ribeye steak on the Weber kettle. I'm also going to be describing the differences between the front and the reverse sear. So let's get started. I have this leftover charcoal from my last cook that I'll be using. I'm also going to start up some fresh charcoal in the Weber chimney. I feel like eating some baked potatoes, so I'll put these in the grill. In case you're wondering how I prepared them, I kept it very simple. First, you oil your potatoes. Then add some salt. And then wrap them in foil. That's pretty much it. Let's drop them in the grill to get them started. It'll take about an hour or so for these to be done. I have these bone-in ribeye steaks that I'll be cooking today. These bone-in ribeye steaks are also known as cowboy steaks. They are thin steaks, so they're good candidates for the easy and simple front sear method. I'll explain this method in detail a little bit later. I like to keep steak cooks very simple with the seasoning. Salt, pepper, and a little garlic. Normally I'd remove the foil about halfway through to crisp up the skin, but I totally forgot they were in there. But no problem, they'll be fine. Let's drop in our grate and let our coals get nice and hot. While our grill gets up to temperature, let's prep our asparagus. I like my asparagus pretty simple. Let's first add a bit of oil. I'm using avocado oil. Next, let's add some salt. Pepper. And then garlic. What kind of size do you like for your steaks? Leave me a comment down below. I forgot to add oil to my steak before seasoning, but it's okay. So I'll spread a little cooking oil over my seasoned steak. I'm going to front sear these bone-in ribeye steaks. Okay, now don't let the fancy term intimidate you. It just means searing the steaks first and then moving them off to the indirect side until they get up to your desired doneness. Now trust me, there's nothing fancy or complicated about this at all. In fact, this is the most common way people cook steaks. Due to the thinness of these steaks, I'm aiming more for a medium. For thin steaks, the front sear works great. But for the thicker steaks, like this tomahawk steak, I'm a big fan of the reverse sear. Now the basic idea behind the reverse sear is you do the steps in reverse. You first get your steak up to temperature by smoking the steak in the indirect side, and then you sear each side over the direct fire. You'll get a nice sear on each side. The results are a nice wall-to-wall medium rare with minimal or no gray banding. I give in-depth instruction on the reverse sear method in another video. Be sure to check out the link at the end of this video. But now back to our ribeye steaks. I appreciate you checking out this video. If you're new here and would like to receive notifications on future videos I post, be sure to hit the subscribe button down below. And now, back to our ribeye steak dinner. Once you are happy with our sear and we reach our desired doneness, it's time to remove. I'll wrap tightly with foil. I think once it's well rested, it'll be at a perfect temperature. Next, let's drop in our asparagus. Asparagus won't take very long. With a blink of an eye, you could overcook them. I'm also going to add a little bit of lemon to them. I love lemon on my asparagus. Personally, I like my asparagus to be crunchy, so I try not to overcook them. You'll know when they are overcooked when you start losing some of that awesome green color. How do you like your green vegetables? A little bit on the floppy side or nice and crisp? The thinner part is pretty much ready. After only a few minutes, let's rotate so the thicker end is towards the heat. The asparaguses are done, or is it asparagus? Anyways, let's remove. And put them in some foil to keep warm. Our potato is done. Now let's prep our baked potato. I'm not adding too much here, just a little butter, a little cheese, some salt, and some pepper. I'm gonna add just a little bit more cheese. There we have it, a baked potato, some delicious asparagus, and an awesome bone-in ribeye steak. Let's cut off a few slices and eat. As predicted, this steak ended up being more on the medium side of the cook, but it was still very, very delicious.
Perfect.
Now for the perfect bite. A little steak, some asparagus, and a bit of this baked potato.
Fantastic. Oh, that was good. Very, very good. I need to stop talking. I need to eat more. I'm gonna enjoy this dinner.
Now that you're an expert on the front sear, it's time to master the reverse sear. Be sure to check out this next video where I'm going to show you step by step how to reverse sear a tomahawk steak.